Greetings from the Arcturians and Orion. This is a message for the Russian president, President Putin, coming from the Arcturians and from Orion. Because President Putin wants another message from Orion, from his star family, from Orion. Well, they are coming through here. Orion is coming through here with a message for you. Actually, with another message for you. Because you want another message from them. You want another message from Orion, from your star family. Right. While I'm sitting here meditating for a few minutes, Orion asked me to check the news on President Putin. And this is what I'm looking at. The news says Putin unleashes massive Christmas Day attack on Ukraine with more than 70 missiles and 100 drone attacks. The message coming through here from your Orion star family and ancestors is that they are condemning this massive attack of yours on Ukraine and on Christmas Day? What's going on with you? What's wrong with you? You wouldn't even give it a break, even on Christmas Day. That's not what they're saying. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, the message coming through from your Orion star family and ancestors is that they are condemning your attack on Ukraine on Christmas Day. Yesterday. Christmas Day, which was yesterday. And now they're giving me the US President Trump. And they're saying that President Trump needs to condemn this attack too, needs to condemn it too. And I'm like, well, has he not yet? Or maybe he hasn't gotten around to it yet. But I'm looking at the news again, and I think all I'm seeing here is Trump's Ukraine-Russia envoy slams Kremlin's Christmas Day attack. So Trump's Ukraine-Russia envoy slams Kremlin's Christmas Day attack, but I'm not seeing anything on President Trump condemning this attack directly yet. I don't know if he hasn't gotten around to it yet or what's going on there, but that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting President Trump hasn't condemned it yet, but he needs to. And I'm also getting the message that the Russian president, President Putin, is still looking for me. I see. Right, I'm still looking at the news. And it says here, Putin says Russia is ready to compromise with Trump on Ukraine war. And this is from 6 days ago. And then there's another news headline here from politico.eu saying Putin to Trump, call me maybe? Call me maybe. Right, so what? President Putin wants President Trump to call him. I'm getting President Putin wants President Trump's attention. So then where is President Trump? More news here says Putin says Russia is ready for Ukraine peace talks with Trump. And this is again from 6 days ago. From the Times and the Sunday Times. Right. So then what's the holdup? Trump speaks with Putin and advises him not to escalate. This news is from the 10th of November 2024 and it's from The Guardian. But here we go. I mean, President Putin still did what he did yesterday, the Christmas Day attack. Even after President Trump... Hang on. This is saying President Trump speaks with Putin and advises him not to escalate. And this is from the 10th of November 2024 from The Guardian. So yeah, all right, it is saying Donald Trump spoke on the phone with Vladimir Putin on Thursday and discussed the war in Ukraine. The Washington Post reported on Sunday. But here goes President Putin with another big Christmas Day attack on Ukraine. So what's really going on here? And this is another news headline from 8th of December 2024 from politico.eu. It says Trump tells Putin it's time to act on ceasefire talks. It says Kiev is ready to make a deal with Moscow to stop the war in Ukraine. And Russian President Vladimir Putin should make efforts towards negotiating, and I'm not going to go into the news link, but I'm guessing towards negotiating peace. So then what's going on here? What's the delay? What's the hold up? And why does President Putin just keep on attacking Ukraine? If he's ready for peace talks with President Trump, and if he's ready for a compromise, and he's ready to make a deal with President Trump, then why this Christmas Day attack? I don't understand. This is so strange. And I'm getting the message that he wants Trump's attention. President Putin wants President Trump's attention. So what? He's going to go and do a massive attack on Ukraine on Christmas Day? And now Orion is saying that Putin is waiting on Trump. So President Putin is waiting on President Trump. So then what's the hold up with President Trump? Wow. I'm getting playing mind games. Are you two playing mind games with each other? When we are looking at a serious threat like World War III and a nuclear war between countries? I don't understand. Right, and now I'm getting another message, and I'm like, am I supposed to say all this here in public? And I'm getting a yes. Wow. And you know who they're giving me? They're giving me Machiavelli. Really? What? You're playing Machiavelli war tactics? Or just Machiavelli tactics and mind games? And Machiavelli political tactics? Because, yeah, I'm looking at Google here and it's saying Niccolo Machiavelli, diplomat and author. Um, I mean, I've heard of Machiavelli anyway, but I'm just looking him up here on Google quickly right now. So, this is what Google says about Niccolo Machiavelli. That Machiavelli was a Florentine diplomat, author, philosopher, and historian who lived during the Italian Renaissance. He is best known for his political treatise, The Prince, written around 1513 but not published until 1532, 5 years after his death. So I'm asking, what's going on here? What's going on here? I'm asking, are they both playing Machiavelli? And I'm getting no. It's just Trump. I see. And now I'm asking, and how will this help? And I'm getting it won't. Playing mind games like this, it won't help the situation. Now I'm also getting that playing Machiavelli will not help the situation, President Trump, because both of you are watching me, so we're talking to both of you here through our channel. Okay, now I'm getting, and this is coming from both the Arcturians and Orion, because of course President Trump is an Arcturian and President Putin hails from Orion. So I'm getting a message from both the Arcturians and Orion is that both of you need to come together and start the process of these peace talks and peace negotiations that President Trump has presented to President Putin. And of course, I'm getting former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson again, because he's involved in presenting the peace talks or the peace negotiations to President Trump, something like that. Hang on, hang on. Why am I getting. Who's advising President Trump to play Machiavelli? Is there an advisor involved here? And is this the right advice for President Trump? I'm getting a no. So I don't know who's advising you in terms of playing Machiavelli, President Trump. I don't know who your war advisor is. A general I'm getting? Some general I'm getting. NATO general? US NATO general is what I'm getting. But I'm getting this is not the right advice that he's giving you. You shouldn't be playing Machiavelli. Not with President Putin. Or just not at all. I mean, I'm getting this is not the right advice for you, President Trump. And I'm also getting this is not the right advisor for you. He's not the right war advisor for you. Even if he is a general or a US NATO general. This is not the right advice for you, President Trump. Yeah, getting back to that, what I was trying to say about former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, and of course Boris Johnson is also an Arcturian and part of the 144,000, just like President Trump is. And I was thinking, Boris Johnson proposes peace plan to Trump for ending war in Ukraine. So former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has presented a peace plan to US President Donald Trump for ending Russia's war in Ukraine. Yes, so I'm also getting the message that if President Putin is okay with it, why not involve former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson with the peace talks as well, since seems like he's the one who presented the peace plan to President Trump in the first place. So why not involve him in the picture too? Or why not involve Boris Johnson with the peace talks and peace negotiations as well? Just a suggestion, if President Putin is okay with it. The Arcturians and Orion, they're saying, please stop playing mind games and please stop wasting precious time, because we're looking at a serious threat here, and then all this killing and destruction of innocent human beings. We don't have time to play Machiavelli here. And now they're saying no Machiavelli tactics. Please come together, all of you. And, they're saying include the former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, if President Putin is okay with it, into the peace talks, peace negotiations with him, along with President Trump. But please come together now and start the process of these peace talks and peace negotiations so we can end this Russia-Ukraine war, so we can put an end to this Russia-Ukraine war and this Russia-Ukraine disaster as soon as possible now, because it's already been dragging on for too long. So please stop playing Machiavellian mind games or war games or tactics or whatever. This is not the time. And this is not the situation to play with like that. Is what they're saying, is what the Arcturians are saying, and it's the same message coming through from Orion as well. So, guys, please do the right thing here in this situation. Come together and do the right thing, please, and do it as soon as possible. Please stop playing games with each other and stop playing mind games with each other. Just come together and do all the peace talk you need to do, and and negotiate peace. Talk peace and negotiate peace among each other. Thank you very much. And we'll take your leave for now. Take care. Over and out.